What's going on, Brian? It's Guys here, and welcome back to another segment of the Brian Talks Money Show. Today, we have some very insightful information to cover on how to prepare your money if you're looking to buy real estate in 2023 or ever in your life. But before we get into today's show, I wanted to share with you some very critical information that could forever change your life. With so much already happening in 2023, what I'm referring to is that if you smash the subscribe button, give this video a like, and turn your post notifications, you're 100% more ready to take on this market this year than those who haven't. Okay, but truthfully, the purpose of this channel is to help people gain financial literacy and understand how money, mortgages, and real estate work in your favor. So by subscribing and giving this video a like, it really helps reach more people and get this information out to them. And if you haven't already subscribed, here's a cute picture of my baby son, Santiago, that hopefully convinces you to subscribe. Okay, but I can't forget, like always, big shout out to my sponsors, Mortgage Heroes, and production partners over at Cruise Productions for always making these videos happen. But enough of me, let's get to what you're here for. Like Kanye West said, la 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 la, wait till I get my money right. But we all know how that turned out. And leading into today's topic, how to get your money right if you're looking to buy a house ever in your life. Today's article from usnews.com titled How to Financially Prepare for Buying a House starts by saying, getting to a point where you feel emotionally and mentally ready to buy a house can be a journey on its own, but your work doesn't stop there. Most home buyers don't have a lump sum they can use to buy a home in one cash payment. Instead, buyers typically need mortgages. For the smoothest experience getting financing you need, learn how to financially prepare to buy a house. Okay, but what's the first step to preparing, Brian? The first step is improving your credit. The article reads, when you apply for a home loan, your credit score and other application details must meet the lender's requirements. The lender will pull your credit report and scores to determine how risky it would be to lend you money and how likely you are to repay the mortgage debt. Raising your credit scores can help you access competitive financing options. After seeing where your credit score stands, request a free copy of your credit report from each of the 3 major credit bureaus through annualcreditreport.com. And did you know through the end of 2023, you can request new reports every week if desired. Okay, so now that you have all 3 reports, what's next? The article mentions when you get your reports, review the information closely and dispute any errors with the credit bureau that issued the report. Resolving errors can improve your credit score, as can steps such as lowering your credit utilization rate and making on-time payments. Credit is a crucial factor in determining your financial responsibility, and even if you aren't getting ready to buy a home, this should be a high priority to get in line if you haven't already. But although credit is highly important, when preparing your finances to buy, it isn't the only determining factor. Another subject the article mentions is pay your existing debt. And it reads, if you have high credit card balances, personal loans, or a sizable amount of other consumer debt, consider reducing what you owe before applying for a mortgage loan. Doing so will lower your debt to income ratio. And I cannot stress this enough. A low DTI can help your chances of having your home loan application approved. Nearly a third of home buyers cited their debt to income ratio as a reason mortgage lenders rejected their application, according to a 2022 report from the National Association of Realtors. Specific DTI requirements vary by lender, so there's no universal number. However, the lower the DTI, the better. Understanding how your debt to income works is key to getting approved for a home loan. So if you don't know how yours works, on a fair exchange for you smashing the subscribe button and giving this video a like, I'll leave a link in the description to a free DTI calculator where you can add up all your debts and know what your debt to income ratio is looking like in real time. Okay, but moving on, be prepared to have skin in the game. And what I mean by that is save for your initial closing costs. Yes, this is something that often gets overlooked when starting the process. Although everything in real estate is negotiable, nothing is guaranteed, so always prepare for worst case scenario. The article mentions this example. When you buy a house, you'll need to have funds ready to cover closing costs. On top of that, plan to have enough cash reserves on hand to cover 3 to 6 months of expenses. You'll also generally need to make a down payment. Knowing how much you can afford can help you set reasonable saving goals. You can also apply the 28-36 rule, which says that you should spend no more than 28% of your gross monthly income on housing expenses and no more than 36% on debt payments. But I would advise to sit with the lender and speak this over to verify where you stand and what your options are, as everyone has a different financial profile and mortgages are not a one-size-fits-all. And unless you're military or using a down payment assistance program to purchase your home, the article mentions prepare your down payment. The article reads, successfully saving up a sizable down payment is an accomplishment worth celebrating, but make sure to prepare your funds so that you can avoid issues with your applications. Lenders typically consider funds that have been in your possession for at least 60 days to be seasoned, and therefore usable for your down payment. This guideline provides lenders with additional insight about your ability to afford the loan and can help deter criminal activity in the home buying process. This simply means don't go dumping thousands of undocumented funds into your bank account the moment your offer is accepted. But if you do, here's what the article mentions. If you're using funds that haven't been in your account for long enough to be seasoned, be prepared to provide documentation that explains the source of the money. For example, you'll need a gift letter to account for unseasoned gift funds according to the credit bureau Experian. Furthermore, the article says knowing the rules of receiving cash gifts is essential when qualifying for a loan, says Kevin Wallen, a residential mortgage loan originator at C2 Reverse Mortgage Corp, who has more than 33 years of experience in real estate loan. So trust me, he knows. Only deposit the gift funds after you have spoken to your mortgage loan consultant, Walton says. Some lenders want a bank statement from the donor to show they had the funds for 30 days or more to document they had the funds in their name prior to giving them to you. There can be consequences for dealing with gift funds incorrectly. If cash is kept at home or mattress money and you accept the donor's cash deposit without knowing you needed a bank statement, those funds may be disqualified from being used for your transaction, Walton says. So listen to Walton's way if you want to avoid any hiccups preparing your down payment funds. Okay, listen up. This next subject is perhaps the most significant but the least mentioned or ever talked about in the process of buying because, well, nobody thinks it will happen until it happens, and it has happened to me. The article mentions avoid money-related changes. When you're applying for a mortgage loan, and especially when you're closing on a new home, avoid taking out new debt. Charging $2,000 to a credit card for a new outdoor patio set or taking out $10,000 on a personal loan for renovations to your future space isn't a good idea and can complicate the lending process. If you must make a large personal purchase, communicating with your lender in advance is essential, says Paul Johnson, buyer agent specialist at real estate and mortgage brokerage firm Hauser. If the lender was informed much earlier, there may have been options available to the home buyer to permit the loan to still be qualified with significant time to resolve everything prior to the settlement date. Failing to inform the lender in a timely manner, in essence, ties the lender's hands. This means don't make any large purchases or up any new credit, and in fact, the article says staying away from sudden and large financial shifts can help you have a smooth closing experience. Mike Hardy, managing partner at Churchill Mortgage, recommends that borrowers avoid changes, including changing jobs, including becoming self-employed, buying a car or a boat, maxing out your credit cards, closing any existing account, spending any of your down payment money, buying any furniture, making any large undocumented payments into your bank account, and lastly, don't go co-signing for anyone. Bottom line, don't think about it, don't do it, wait until you close. Trust me, it can wait. Another thing you're going to want to keep in mind is estimate your future expenses. The article says there are many expenses associated with being a homeowner. This can be surprising if you're transitioning from renting to home ownership. Property taxes are a significant expense to anticipate. You can contact your local assessor's office to get an assessed value of the home for tax purposes. And your closing disclosure will also have the information about property taxes. But here's some of the expenses you should anticipate. Homeowners association fees, homeowners insurance, lawn care, appliance replacement or repairs, increased utilities such as higher heating and cooling costs. So, in conclusion, how else should you prepare to buy a house? The home buying process can be complicated and stressful, especially for first-time home buyers. That's why preparation could go a long way in saving you money and time. But ultimately, it ensures that you close on time and minimize any issues that can go wrong. So do me a favor, if you found this video insightful or helpful in any way, please share it with a friend, coworker, or family member that could benefit from it as well. Look, honestly, financial literacy and understanding how your money works has never been more important than today. That being said, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like so we can continue to reach new people and get this information out to them. Because who doesn't want to make money, save money, and invest money? So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.